What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video. And in today's video, guys, we're here with another Duet video to give you guys my unfiltered thoughts, the 1 week plus review of Duet. Now, I wanted to do this video since everyone's been pretty much playing the game for the past week and a half now, and I feel like we've gotten the general grasp of what we're to expect from this experience for Duet. And what I want to do in today's video is just kind of give you guys my thoughts on the overall experience the past week and a half, how I feel about the game in general, and you know, how I think it's going to be in the near future as well. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of go over some of the game modes and stuff, how I kind of feel about some of the things, maybe some things I think maybe need changed in the game, and yeah, all of that in today's video. So if you guys do enjoy videos like this, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as you're on there to that 4K subs. 3,800 subs on the channel right now. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's talk about it. So yeah, guys, honestly, Duet, in my opinion, has been really good. Now, obviously, the launch had all of its issues. You know, people were struggling to even play the game, even on mobile and stuff. But in general, just my personal experience of playing the game itself, I've really been enjoying it, man. Coming from a person that has been a gacha player, I've played a bunch of different gacha games. I've also played, you know, a ton of Warframe. I have over 1,500 hours, I think, on at least just, you know, Steam for Warframe, and I used to be a console player for that game. So for me, I feel like I really got both the communities for this game merged into one. I got a general grasp of what I'm to actually expect. And yeah, no, the game, in my opinion, is very fun. You have a lot of things that you can do in the game. You have different builds you can do in the game. There's a lot of things to grind in the game. And guys, this is a game where if you are going into this type of game as someone who does not really like to do a lot of farming or a lot of grinding in video games, you're probably not going to enjoy this experience, because this type of game is one of those games where you're going to need a ton of materials to start farming and crafting and, you know, just getting all your weapons sorted out. It is going to take a long time. And, you know, for me personally, I enjoy that type of grind. So for me, I think, you know, farming a bunch of enemies, sitting there for 30-minute survivals, you know, all that 40-minute or multiple hour-long survivals. I'm that type of person on Warframe. I love to just, you know, delve into the thing, you know, sit there for a few hours, grind out, kill some mobs, and enjoy my time. And this is that type of game. So again, if you're someone that doesn't really feel like they want to grind too heavy on the game, luckily the nice thing for you is that you can take this game at your own pace. This game is not a very competitive MMO experience where you need to be, you know, higher than someone else at a certain point in time. There's no leaderboards in this game, guys, for your trial XP. So even though someone like me who's at trial 58 right now still grinding to get to that trial 60, for me, it's not you know, the difference between someone that plays the game casually versus me is that I would just get through the content faster than you would, but you would eventually get to where I'm at this point and be able to do the content I'm doing. So I don't feel like it's a thing of you know, if you're someone that's really just not into grinding, that you can't enjoy the game. You still can definitely enjoy the game. You just have to take it at your own pace. And there's so many things that you can do in this game that would be more kind of daily oriented for a gacha player perspective. So obviously you do your memos every single day. You do your you know, covert commissions. You have whatever events you want to be doing. I think we have the friendly games event going on right now. So you would just kind of do that every single day and log off the game. You don't have to, you know, sink a bunch of hours into the game. That's only if you want to do that. And that I think is the really nice thing about this game, is that they give you that kind of option where if you're a more casual player, you could have that casual experience. If you're a more, you know, very grind heavy player, you actually want to just sink a bunch of hours into the game, you can definitely do that. Now again, this game does not have stamina on any stage in the game, guys. There's no cap to how much you can grind if you want to grind, which I also really love that as well. I think that feature right there is just insane for anyone that is just trying to have that kind of MMO looter shooter experience, right? If you're coming from Destiny or Warframe, you're really gonna tap into this game and just enjoy it a ton. It really is just that experience. You're gonna be grinding a bunch of, you know, loot. You're gonna be grinding to, you know, make some weapons, craft you know, a bunch of you know, demon wedges, and it's just a really nice system. And even for building characters, I think building characters is really good too, because you have a lot of variety on how you can actually build characters. Because in this game, it's structured the way Warframe has their mods, where you actually have a bunch of different types of builds you can do. You can spec into max skill damage. You can spec into max range, low skill damage. You can spec into max duration. You can spec into max skill efficiency. You could go full attack percent. You can go critical chance, critical damage, trigger probability, attack speed. slash attack, smash attack. There's so many different kind of variations you can do to make certain weapons and certain characters work. Now, I do have a few gripes with the game in general, and these will be kind of like not even just like real like you like on it, they're not really like complaints necessarily. It's more so I feel like feedback that the devs would need to take to improve the game to be even better. Now, the first thing, and we kind of mentioned it there with weapons and demon wedges, but we actually don't really have too many good just general weapons in the game, guys. I think right now weapons are a little underpowered, and they're only really being used if they are a support weapon or a stat stick right now, which is a little bit unfortunate, right? There are a few weapons in the game that I think would be just like really insane if it wasn't for weapons being really bad. Like I think the Exiled Thunderworm is pretty much like the Torrid from Warframe, or like the Amprex, and this thing I thought was going to be insanely busted on in this game, but with 85% crit chance, 500% crit damage, this thing is not touching nothing. It's actually just not doing damage, right? So that's like one of my main gripes with the game right now, is just the fact that every character is really just character based. You're not really focusing too much on your weapons, and mostly when people use weapons, it's just for the stat stick that they're getting, and whether it's, you know, skill duration, whether it's skill range, you have like a bunch of options with that. And so most people are just kind of speccing into stat sticks, which is fine, but it really just kind of like lowers the amount of creativity with builds, where we're just really speccing max you know, like builds for characters, and we don't really have any crazy weapons to really kind of, you know, delve into and really just kind of see what's like going on with them. So that's one of my main gripes. And then I think another gripe I would say would have to be the grind heaviness of the defense stage, specifically the Luno Memento coins. Now, the Luno Memento coins, you are going to need an absurd amount of these when you are crafting for weapons in this game. Now, a sharpening potion right here, if you are to make a sharpening potion, we'll just say as a projectile, because a projectile is a very similar resource. You need gold sand, which you have to forge, and it takes a lot of resources, and mainly the coins. And then not only that, you have to have here, let me go back to the forge. You need to have the repulsive crystal, which you also need more coins for as well, and a ton of resources. And then not only that, guys, you are obviously waiting the times. This is very similar to the Warframe system with the Foundry. You do have a lot of things where you're gonna have to, you know, just kind of wait the time regardless. And yeah, again, like this is gonna be a game where if you are completely free to play, you have no toy hammers or anything like that, you're not farming any extra, you're just gonna have to kind of wait it out, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna hop off the game, do your thing, and then you leave. And yeah, I do think like overall, like Duet Abyss does have those like minor gripes and things that are kind of holding the game back a little bit. But other than that, I mean, since the past week has passed, guys, my co-op experience has been a lot better. The devs have already done 2 feedback Luno bulletins to let you guys know what their plans are for the game. So the devs are very responsive as well, and they've been very active with the community too the past week and a half. And so yeah, in my opinion, guys, like unbiased take as well, because I feel like a lot of people are going to be very biased about this, and specifically me too. I'm doing that amazing, obviously, but my point of view on the game is, if you're someone that doesn't really like super grind heavy games, you're not going to enjoy this experience versus just, you know, whatever gachas you're usually playing. Like if you just like the dopamine of logging in, getting your dailies done, you do a pull on the banner and you're good, then that's more of a gacha player experience, and you're not going to get too much of that on Duet Abyss. Now, they do have gacha for the actual skins, but the skins are not like, you know, that important in the game because they don't provide stats. It's really just to look cool, right? So it's not something where, you know, you're going to have like, you know, extra stats for something on a, you know, like a cosmetic or something like that. So yeah, in my opinion, yeah, if you're, again, a very casual player, you don't really like to grind too much, this is not really your type of game, if I'm gonna be honest. But if you're someone that really loves looter shooters, you love MMOs, you love anything where you are grinding for hours on end, you will love this game and you will love the experience. I think it is one of the most fun games I've played in recent time, and honestly, the most fun part of this game for me, guys, is the learning experience with the community. Now, coming from Warframe, I feel like I had like a good amount of knowledge just for what would be good in this game, and it did kind of carry over. It did definitely transfer over, but for the majority of people that didn't play Warframe, this was a brand new experience for everyone. You know, you are learning new things about weapons, you're learning new things about characters. You know, it's completely different from the standard anime style type games. Like, it's not like the same type of genre in a sense. You know, we're in a completely different like genre of type of game. And yeah, I mean, this is that type of game, man. Like, you are going to be grinding, you are going to be farming with friends, and again, like even like co-op in the past, like, you know, week and a half has been improved as well. I'd be playing co-op really well, and I even got my my Duet Net Abyss running on my Steam Deck, and I was able to still play co-op with friends as well. So that already goes to show right there, guys. Like, I do really believe in this game. I trust that the devs will continue to, you know, give feedback and take feedback and actually give that back to the you know, people in the community. And yeah, again, like, I actually really do love Duet Net Abyss. I think this game is going to be very successful as long as they keep doing what they're doing. And yeah, now we just kind of have to wait for the next major update, which is going to be the second half of 1.0 with Fina. And yeah, again, like, very, very fun game. If you guys are someone that is going to be interested in playing this game, make sure to give it a shot and sub to the channel if you want to see more content like this. But if you're someone that's already subbed to the channel, you just wanted to listen to what I had to say, that is my main unfiltered takes on Duet Net Abyss right now. Again, guys, there is minor gripes with the game, and I don't want to say that this game is perfect by any means, but there are things that I think could be improved. And from my point of view, I do think that the devs have already been addressing a lot of those things, and I think the game overall is in a very good place. You know, the game launch was, like, you know, other than all the issues, like with, like, you know, people playing on mobile and all that, very good experience for me personally. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about Duet Net Abyss in the comment section below. What are your guys' thoughts now? It's been over a week since the launch of the game, but that's going to be it, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.